What was it?
Red light.
Oh. Green light. Yellow. Red. Green. It's green, that means you turn around and keep going.
You turn around and do that.
Yellow. Red light. I picked up my Sam's Club grocery haul earlier this morning, and now I'm just washing my produce, going to put that all in some mason jars. I love putting my produce in mason jars. When you open the refrigerator, it just looks so pretty seeing everything in clear containers. I know, I'm crazy, but I love my salad spinner there. I use it for washing my lettuce, washing fruits and veggies. It's absolutely great. It's an OXO salad spinner. I'll put the link down in the description if you guys are interested. So like I said, I picked up my Sam's Club haul earlier this morning, and if you haven't seen that video, I will link it down in the description for you so you can go back and watch that video. So out of 2 pounds of strawberries, that is all I had left over after the kids came in and kept taking strawberries while I was cutting everything up. Now it's time to separate all of my hamburger meat. I bought 2 10-pound rolls of hamburger meat. I just put them in Ziploc freezer bags. I smash them out as flat as I can and then put them in the deep freezer. I try to do about 1.5 pounds. I used to be able to do 1 pound, but now that we have Kason and he eats like a pig sometimes, I have to do 1.5 pounds. But I love these little stands that is holding my Ziploc bags. I used to always just use like a big bowl or something, put the bag down in it, fold the top over, but these are really nice. I got them for either a birthday or Christmas present. Love them. I will link them down in the description as well. I am now getting ready to make a big pot of enchilada sauce. So I'm just cutting up my onions, getting that all ready. We're going to have these on Tuesday for dinner. I just wanted to go ahead and prep it because I knew that after work I was not going to want to make enchilada sauce from scratch. So it's really easy to make, but it just takes a little bit of time. So I went ahead and prepped everything and got it all made. I use about 3 pounds of hamburger meat. I'm just have it in my Dutch oven there. Going to break that up and let that brown. Now that my hamburger meat has browned, I'm adding in my onions, and then I'll add some spices. I use minced garlic. I use the kind that's already minced up in a jar. Some cumin, salt, and pepper, and I believe that's it as far as spices. Very simple recipe, but it tastes delicious. now adding in 3 8-ounce cans of tomato sauce. Once I have all of that in, then I use those same cans and I fill them up with water, and I pour in the water as well, but I'm using 6 cans of water instead of just the 3. I'm now adding in 4 tablespoons of flour. This is just to thicken the sauce up a little bit. I'll give that a good stir and then place the lid on it, and I'm just going to let this simmer for maybe an hour or so, and then I'll let it cool down and then put it into some Ziploc freezer bags. I have my 2 teaspoons of yeast, and I put it in this little container just so it can get to room temperature a little bit more quickly, because I keep it in the refrigerator. I don't want to take a chance of the bread not rising well or anything because it's too cold. So I just put it in this so that it can get to room temperature. I am doubling the recipe, so I'm putting in 4 teaspoons of honey. So I'm going to let this sit and foam for 10 minutes, and then I'll add in the rest of the ingredients. I will type out this recipe down in the description for you. I love making these English muffins. They taste so good. There's only a few ingredients. Yes, getting them from the store is much more convenient, so much more easier than making them. But like I said, I'm using a lot less ingredients than the store-bought kind. All right, so it's done kneading. I'm going to cover it and let it rise for 1 hour. I'm going to put it in the laundry room because we have the dryer going, and that will help it rise even more, the warmth. Let them rise for another 20 minutes, and then I'll be able to cook them in the skillet. Okay, so I just sprayed a little bit of olive oil in the bottom of the pan. I have it kind of on high right now, but when that heats up, I'll turn it back down. I covered it and I'm going to let them cook for 9 minutes. Then I'll flip them over, cover it, and let them cook for another 5 minutes. One thing I like to do whenever I'm meal prepping on the weekends is clean my kitchen as I'm going along. So all of my dishes that I use, I go ahead and just start putting them in the dishwasher, just keeping my area, my workspace clean and clutter free. It helps with the sanity. Time to get out the laundry from the dryer, and I only get out the things that need to be hung up. I lay those out, and then the rest of it is just like old clothes or undies that just need to be folded. But I didn't have the time right then to go sit down and fold everything, so I just put them in the basket, put them on top of the washer, and I'll get to it later. All of those clothes you see there to the left are things that the kids want to donate or things that I need to go through to see if I can put it on my Poshmark closet or just give it away. All right, so I went ahead and bagged up my enchilada sauce. I had a little taste test and it is delicious, of course. This recipe was a recipe from Jason's grandmother. She recently passed away. I want to say, I don't remember the exact day. I know it's been about a month now. Today is August 3rd. Her birthday was yesterday, August the 2nd. She would have been 100 years old. So she was 75 days, I think it was 75 days away from her 100th birthday. Had she not passed, we would actually be in California right now celebrating her 100th birthday. But this was her recipe, enchiladas. And every time she would come to visit here in Florida, or we would go out there, or Jason would go out there, she would make a big thing of enchiladas, and they were so good. So like I said, I already bagged it up. I'm not sure exactly how much we will use. It's so hard to tell for one meal. So I did put it in 3 different bags, but I'm not gonna freeze them because we're supposed to have it on Tuesday. I'm not going to freeze them. I'm going to keep all of them out. That way, if we use up a whole bag and we want more, I've got the other bag ready to go. But whatever we have left over, I will freeze for another time. Now, my yogurt is done. I started this yesterday because you have to let it ferment for 24 hours. So I'm going to put that in some mason jars to get that in the refrigerator. My English muffins are all done. Okay, Jason just said May 22nd was when she passed away, and today's August the 3rd. But like I said, August the 2nd would have been her 100th birthday. But all of my English muffins are done. What I want to do, but I don't know if I have the energy to do it. It has been one heck of a day. I don't know if I have the mental capability right now or the energy right now to do anything else. It has been a day. Kaysen is just, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. He is just wild. He doesn't listen. His behavior is just horrible right now, no matter what we do. I have tried spanking. Not the proudest of it, but I've tried it, doesn't work. We've taken stuff away, doesn't work. I don't know what to do. I am I have no idea. So it's just been a day. So I really, what I want to do with my English muffins, I prepped this many of them because I wanted to make some of my Swaggerty sausage and do some scrambled eggs and put a slice of cheddar cheese on it, wrap them up, individually wrap them up, freeze them, and that can be breakfast whenever school starts. School will be starting in a week or so, and I wanted to be able to do that, but I don't know. Jason did clean off the Blackstone and he re-seasoned it and everything, and that's what I was wanting to do, was do the sausage on there, and actually maybe even the eggs, but it's already 7:40 and my brain is just fried. I did the schedule for the week, called my patients, and of course some of them was like, oh, can you come later? I have somebody coming over. No, I don't want to come later. This is when I have you. And so I told her, I said, I don't know. I was frustrated. I had to actually go outside to call patients because Kaysen was just going ballistic at the time, and had to go outside to call patients. And I just told her, I said, I have a really tight schedule and I don't know when I can move you around, because I schedule people so that I'm going around, not bouncing all over the county. And I have people in different cities that are far away, and I just didn't have my computer in front of me to try to reschedule everything or rearrange the schedule. So I just said, I don't know, if I can fit you somewhere else, I'll call you back later in the week, which I have her twice. So right now she's just going to be a missed visit, because I'm sorry, I am taking on 2 therapists, some of their patients, and plus the patients that I had, and I am just stressed to the max right now. So no, I'm not going to appease everyone with their scheduling requests. You are homebound. You are basically at our mercy when it comes to scheduling. So anyways, enough of my rant. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have 2 loads of laundry that I need to fold and put away. I still have the rest of the schedule to do. I only did 3 days of it, and I have 2 more days to do. We put Kaysen down early. He didn't nap today, which was part of the problem, but it was just, he was just crazy when we tried to get him to go down for a nap. So we just put him down 7:40. It's probably going to backfire on us, and he's probably going to be up at 12 o'clock at night and then not want to go to sleep, but I don't know. So I don't know what I'm going to do for the rest of the evening, but I'll take you along with me and let you see what I get done. So I did decide to go ahead and make some eggs and sausage. Jason did the sausage for me on the Blackstone, which was really helpful. So that's what I'm doing now, is scrambling up some eggs and going to put those on the English muffins. And I will say, putting Kaysen down for bed early did not backfire. Hallelujah. He actually slept until 7:30. I had to wake him up the next morning because I had to work and get him to daycare. So it did not backfire on us, thank goodness. He was just really tired. I am using a biscuit cutter for cutting out little circles of eggs. It was the perfect size for the English muffins. These smell really, really good. I kind of want one right now. So I did 4 of them with just the egg and cheese because Amelia said she doesn't really care for the sausage. So I did 4 of those for her. The rest of them will be for Jason, not Jason, well, if he wants them, but for Kason and Bella. I was going to wrap them in parchment paper and then put them in a freezer bag, but I am almost out of parchment paper. I didn't even realize I was almost out. So I'm gonna put them in a little sandwich Ziploc bag and then individually, and then put them in a big freezer bag just so they don't stick to one another and you can just grab one out and go. So that'll be for their breakfast in the mornings during whenever school starts. Okay, so how bad would it be if I took a little bite of one but then still put it in the bag and froze it? Do you think anybody would notice? I just want to see what it's gonna taste like. That, my friends, is better than McDonald's. Oh my goodness, that is so good. If I wasn't full from dinner, I would eat the rest of it. That is good. All done. I have been wanting to do this for so long and finally I got to do it. So I'm very happy. I hope the kids like it. I hope they appreciate it. I did have a lot of eggs left over from after cutting them out in circles. I'm not gonna let them go to waste. This I will eat tomorrow morning for breakfast. I will do either sugar-free pancake syrup on this. I know it sounds crazy, but it is really good. Don't knock it till you try it. Or I'll put a little bit of Taco Bell taco sauce on it and eat it that way. Ooh, or I could do my keto bread, toast it, put a little butter on it, and then put the eggs on that. And I do still have some bacon that I prepped a few days ago. I think I'll make a BLT, kind of like a BLT. Finally getting to my yogurt and putting it into mason jars. It looked really runny, but it will thicken up once I put it in the refrigerator. It will thicken up. So now I am making some muffins, some party muffins. I've been wanting to make this recipe for quite a while, and so finally I'm doing that. I was extremely tired, but I really wanted to do this before school started to see if the kids liked it. So then on another weekend, I can prep even more of them, freeze some, and then have some in the refrigerator or on the counter for a little treat in their lunch or a snack after school. The muffins are done. They turned out really good. They would have been much cuter if I had some sprinkles, but I was completely out of sprinkles. I want to get some dye-free sprinkles. I had some in my Amazon cart at one time, and then I took them out for some reason, but I think I'm gonna put them back in my cart and go ahead and get them. Amelia tried one already and she said they were really good. I had half of hers and it was pretty good. So hopefully everybody else likes them. There's no sugar in them. You do use maple syrup, but you don't use actual sugar. Very, very good. I got this recipe from a lady on Instagram. I will put her Instagram username down in the description. I don't recall what her name is off the top of my head, but I will put that down in the description. It is 10:20. I am going to bed. I'm gonna go shower first and then go to bed. So I was editing the video and I realized that I did not actually close it out. So it is now a week later from when this video was filmed. Today's the first day of school. So my kids, Amelia and Kason, had the Egg McMuffins. That's what we're gonna call them, the egg and cheese McMuffin. I don't know if Bella had hers with the sausage on it or not. I don't think that she did. Kason said he didn't like it, but I think he was just really tired this morning. He did get up a little bit earlier, so I'm actually finishing his. And let me tell you, it is really good. All I did was I took it out of the freezer, wrapped it in a paper towel, popped it in the microwave for I think 45 seconds. The egg wasn't quite heated all the way through yet, so I put it in there for another 10 seconds and it was perfect. Now, when he did leave for school, because he wasn't eating it all, I was like, I am not letting that go to waste. One, I don't want to waste food. Two, it takes a long time to prepare these English muffins. It takes a while to make these. So I didn't want it to go to waste. So I just put it in the refrigerator. I dropped the kids off at school. I went and had my oil changed this morning. And let me tell you, not to get totally off subject, but holy Toledo, my oil change this morning was $201, which they did change the filters out, the cabin filter and then the other filter. I asked the lady, I said, is there any kind of deals that you have, any coupons or anything for the oil change? I was like, $200 is a lot for an oil change. That's crazy. Like, what happened to the $20, $30 oil changes? Holy Toledo. So she tells me, oh, well, we have a happy hour oil change, but it's from 2 to 5. I can't do 2 to 5. I'm in car line. I'm in car line picking up kids, doing whatever else. I guess that's why that's the happy hour, to get people in during that time and not so many people in the morning like it was today. But outrageous. So I'm texting my husband. I was like, I need to learn how to change the oil in my car. I learned how to change the oil back when I was in high school. I took a mechanics class. Like, I had all these electives that I could take because I had all my credits, my high school credits already done. And I was like, you know, I'll take a mechanics class. I need to know how to change a tire and how to change my oil. But that was, back in 1996. So that was a while ago, and cars are completely different now, but I need to learn how to change my oil. And my husband said, I guess I'm gonna have to be a mechanic on Sundays now. So that's crazy, $201 for an oil change. And I don't have some fancy car. I have what year is it? A 2022 Toyota Highlander, the XLE model. It's not like this big fancy car. I don't understand why it costs so much. But anyways, I knew I had to do all that. So I put this in the refrigerator. I just reheated it for about 10, 20 seconds. It's really good. So if you want to try making the English muffins, I will put the recipe down in the description. It's easy, but it is time consuming. But if you just make a big batch all at one time like I do, I double the recipe and make a big batch. I've got them all in the freezer. You just have to pop one out. Like, we had them yesterday morning. You just have to thaw them out, cut them, pop them in the toaster or toaster oven, and they are so good. You don't have all the added preservatives and all the extra ingredients that you don't need, like in a package of English muffins from the store. Yes, it's easier, but it's not cheaper. It's not cheaper to get them that way. It is easier. It's definitely more convenient, but it's not as healthy as making it from scratch. Anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks.
Thanks for watching. Bye.